Urban gardening Thailand. Join me in my tropical Asian garden.
This is my mountain apple sapling. It's now about a year and a half old, and as you can see, it's getting pretty large. And the situation is that I want to keep this plant for a long time, and I originally was only going to keep it for a little bit, but now I've kind of grown attached to it, so it really needs to be in a larger pot. So today we're going to be putting it into a larger pot. And not only that, but we have another kind of a problem, and that, as you can see, there are actually two saplings here. And the reason for that is when you grow the mountain apple seed, you will get 3 to 4 sprouts. And what you really need to do is you need to thin them out from the beginning, and so that you only keep one to grow in each pot, because these do get to be trees. But I didn't do that because I was just kind of experimenting really with these plants. But now I've decided I want to keep it for as long as possible in a pot because I don't have room in my garden. So I am going to be sacrificing the smaller of the two saplings here, and then we're going to be transplanting it into a much larger pot. And this larger pot is about 10.5 inches by 9 inches. That's 10.5 inches wide by 9 inches deep, which is about 27 centimeters by 23 centimeters. And the first thing I need to do is I'm just going to cut it down here at the base because obviously the roots are really entwined within the pot. And sadly, it's time for our mountain apple sapling sacrifice. And I'm going to keep this larger one and cut down the smaller sapling, and this will allow us to keep this large sapling for hopefully years. Wow, that was a lot easier than I expected. And if it grows back, I'll keep cutting it back. And now we're going to transplant it into the new pot. I'm going to use a long knife to try to loosen it from the pot. And I'm cutting all the way down to the bottom. Yes, yes, yes! It's coming out, guys. Oh, we got it. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Whoa.
Oh, here's our baby. And you can see it's sort of root bound. Not really, really bad, but a bit root bound. And definitely needs more room. And now we got it in its new home. And we're going to put dirt all around it. We've got our mountain apple sapling in its nice new pot. Much, much larger. And I don't believe that I'll be able to grow it large enough to get any fruit, because these grow to be very, very large trees. But at least this way I will be able to keep it for at least a couple more years here in my garden, because in my garden I don't have room for trees. You probably have noticed that there's a lot of burnage on the leaves, and that's because here in Thailand it gets really, really hot, and the direct sun sometimes seems to burn the outer part of the leaves. So I'm going to be placing this in a section of my garden where it's a little bit protected from the intense light. Obviously it needs light, but it also doesn't need too much, it seems to me. And I have plenty of new growth here on the top. And there you have it. If you enjoy these mountain apple updates, please click on the mountain apple playlist from the link in the description below, and you can check out from when I grew this from the seed. Happy gardening!
Be sure and check out all my gardening videos from my gardening playlist, as well as my computer tutorial videos and general interest videos. See you next time!